This is Mr. Payton. Welcome back to Pearls. So you got your school clothes on. Now it's the dreaded homeroom information. And for those of you who maybe not old enough to understand homeroom, it's like, that class where you start off and then you switch to other classes. But when you're young, you just stay in one class, you don't switch up. But whenever you find out who your homeroom class is, it's always you got to check out who's in there. Is that girl in your class that thinks she's cuter than she really is and she's going to get on your nerves? Is that know-it-all kid in your class that's going to answer all the questions? Sorry, I wasn't a know-it-all, but I did know all the answers to all the questions. Is that super athletic dude in your class that wants to race and have a competition about everything? Even though I was competitive, I wasn't competitive like that. Is the class clown in your class the one that's going to keep you laughing? Sorry, that was me too. So when you think about going to that class, what kind of things do you think about? Because, you go in and it depends on the teacher. Now, if you guys have Mr. Payton as a teacher, you would get it cool. I actually let you pick where you want to sit. And my rule is always like this. If you can act correctly, if you can behave with your homie, I'm going to let you sit with your friends. The first moment you show me that you can't handle it, I'm moving you. So I always say, you want the responsibility, you want to show that you're a big kid, then show me that you can sit with your friends and still get your work done. That's how I always do it. And see, to me, that sets a tone for everybody. But I know when you show up in that class, you're just looking like, oh, who's in my class? Oh, good. Oh, man, that person's in my class, kid. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what this is about, but there's always somebody in the class that eats their boogers or is just really gross about something. They fart all the time. There's always a gross kid. There's always a kid that don't, and I know this don't sound right, but it's a fact. There's always somebody that doesn't smell right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I don't know if it's like they have an issue, but it's just they don't smell right. And then when you get older, there's always a kid that has way too much cologne or perfume, just way too much. It's like you can smell them out in the hallway. So I always think it's fun to think about who those first, that first impression of your class. Who's in my class? And then, of course, who's your new teacher? Now, again, if you got me, then you all happy, you all smiles. Unless you don't know me, because I can be a little scary if you see me at first. So you know what time it is. You know what I want to hear from you. Give me your stories. What's your best, oh my gosh, that person's in my class story? Or have you had the same kid in your class every year? Remember, this series is called Pearls. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hit that like button. Follow me. I appreciate you guys. Take care.